Welcome, darlings. I have a beautiful pick a pile, leap of faith reading to do for you today. I think many, as we're transitioning and ascending and standing in our power and healing our hearts, we are getting ready to take leaps of faith. Big changes in our life, right? And so some guidance might be necessary to refocus, right? So I love doing this type of reading, and I hope you enjoy it today. All the timestamps will be down below, so you can forward along. I'm going to show you the cards and the crystals that go with each one of them. It's important for you to maybe take a few deep cleansing breaths, okay? And take something about each one of these piles is going to really stand out for you. Okay, it's either the crystal or what's depicted on the card. You may also want to watch several of them, okay, if you can't decide between one. All right, I love you guys. Here is the Fool in this pile one. Fool. I'm being very secretive, aren't I? I'm not saying a word. Here's the crystal. The crystal's actually on a little pedestal. It's a lapis sphere on a copper pedestal. Pile one. Here's pile two, and the Fool card. And the crystal that goes with it is an amethyst tower. Pew, pew, pew. Pile three. And the crystal that goes with it. A pedestal with a golden egg. This is pyrite. The pedestal and the egg. The golden egg. Pick one, pick several. Messages are above. Bye. Welcome. If you selected pile number one, this Fool, then these are your messages for this Leap of Faith reading. And also, this was the stone, this beautiful lapis sphere, kind of resembling the, I don't know, to me, like Earth even, the way I have it on this pedestal. Sky, I feel sky with this. This is a great stone to open your throat chakra, okay? Blue stones, emotional healing as well, and giving you power to your voice. It's also, I just love to set it right here, like that little divot that's right here. Like, it's so calming. During stressful situations, I feel like, for the emotional body. So, and as I hold this, it makes me feel like this feeling with this and this, I've got the whole world in my hands, kind of a feeling. This Fool, the lighting is a little bit darker than what I'm used to, but we'll go with it. I think I can see clearly. I have to read a book. I'm doing this by candlelight, so it's very kind of old-fashioned, nostalgic kind of a feeling to the reading, to pile one, two. This Fool is, I'm just going to put my glasses on. For some reason, I want them on to see clearer. Sitting on the edge, contemplating making a decision, looking down at a feather and a rose. The feather and the rose, okay? The feather's red, the rose is white, speaking to passion and purity, okay? Taking very little with her. The sun is shining upon this situation, and a dog appears here right behind her, speaking to your higher self. And it's a black and white spotted dog speaking to you, integrating parts of your shadow now, you know, and which only makes you stronger, by the way, and more powerful. Taking a look at what are my passions? Okay, what am I passionate about? What do I stand for? What's pure? What is the purity of your heart? Okay, and the sun shining, the blue sky there, lots of blue in this reading. Blue. Openness in the sky, expansion. Okay, so if many of you, if you've picked this, maybe you haven't, you are wondering when or if I should take a leap of faith. The pondering is there. Elephant energy, even, I feel with this, like she could even, not a cliff, but she could be sitting there. Like it looks like a woolly mammoth or an elephant kind of energy. Okay. Ancestors are part of the land is a big message is coming through. The ancestors are supporting you during this time as well. Okay, that's what I have to say with the Fool on this. I've got some tarot cards to clarify and a few oracle cards for today. The Sun reverse was the first card that came out for your reading. So it tells me that if you've picked this pile, possibly you could be going through depression. Okay, here's the Sun card reverse, where you maybe have experienced some sort of illness even, or mental instability, lack even, like a loss, lack, and in business even, when the Sun reversed comes out, a loss of faith in a situation as well. It's interesting, the cards that came out. A progression I'm seeing here in your journey. I have 18, 19, and 20 out. Major arcanas, major happenings that are actually happening right now. Like these cards that I'm telling you about landed on my table. So you're dealing with at in the present moment or in the near, future. It's happening. 18, 19, 20. These are big lessons, okay? This is about your awakening, and right now what you could be dealing with before taking this leap of faith is your ego, okay? Your fears as well. False impressions, delayed happiness. You could be feeling burnt out when the Sun is reversed. An incomplete victory is also what it stands for. Partial success, a drought in funds when the Sun is reversed. Okay, so that came out by itself on the table, letting me know the energy, your particular situation. Okay, but then also another 3 cards came out to describe what's going on here, and then a future card. Okay, so I've got the 7 of Cups, the Hermit reversed, and the Judgment. Here's another major arcana, the Hermit, coming out, speaking to, could be speaking to the sign of Leo here. Leo energy. I also feel Aries energy with that one. I always do. And then Hermit is Virgo energy. You could have Virgo in your chart. Not necessarily. Okay, so 7 of Cups is that whole fantasy, like illusion, and cups are about your emotions, right? What are your emotions telling you? Have you been woken up to the fact that you're living in some sort of fantasy? You could be confused at this time, confused by choices, your imagination kind of taking over, being out of focus, and a lot of wishful thinking when this comes up, right? And the Hermit is reversed is about extreme isolation, extreme, even exile, even the word ostracized, even the word social misfit comes in with the Hermit reversed. So taking some time, really taking some time. It's been some time is what it's showing me with the Sun reversed. In a mental depression, trying to figure out your emotions, completely isolating yourself from the world. black sheep feeling. Maybe what's telling me is that you had a wake-up call. You're awake with judgment in the upright here. Okay, and maybe feeling very much ostracized from friends, family that you normally hung out with. Yeah, this judgment card. The owl sits up in the tree. The owl's about an omen of change, and there's all this golden wisdom and the sun rays that continue to shine on this situation. And the sun rays, solar energy, an inner heart expansion, a solar expansion. Okay? You've got your wake-up call. This card is literally about judgment. Maybe you're sick of the judgment of others or judging yourself or something. The judgment is involved here, the wake-up call. You see these major arcana, these major happenings in your life right now. That's your 20. Okay? Renewal, a rite of passage, your calling, vocation, awakening, change, decision, forgiveness, redemption, absolution, and judgment. I have to read you this part. I didn't think I was going to read you anything, but this one's important, this judgment. Okay? Books are wonderful, but the static nature of type on paper can also represent being stuck in a rut, perhaps becoming a kind of coffin, a box that you reside in. Wisdom is a living thing symbolized by the owl, and it calls to you. Take your eye off the page, off the ideal and the theoretical, and listen with your soul. Forget what has always been and open up to something new, something alive in many ways you never imagined. Here is an opportunity for your actions and ideals, your everyday life, and your soul's purpose to connect like the silver and gold of the tree. The advice here is simple. Hear the call and respond with a big, oh, hell yes. I do see in the future here is your card 18. See? It flew out in the future position. So even though the progression of these cards is 18, 19, 20. Okay. This fear is still there in the future. It came in the upright. When it's reversed, it tells me you're releasing your fears. But there's some sort of fear. There's some sort of anxiety about taking this leap of faith. Okay? There's some illusion in a situation. Something that is unclear. The confusion that came out earlier. Secrecy. You could even be like, okay, if you pick this deck, like I said, you're having an awakening, right? This third eye open, right? Awakening, seeing beyond the illusion, right? And this could also mean the moon, that your psychic abilities are being awoken, okay? You could be having visions or even dreams and nightmares, things like that, okay? There's some insecurity involved in a situation, your own insecurities. And it was possible, secrets and deception when that card comes out. Now, because I wanted to do this one live, so let's get that deck. What was the underlying energy when I finished shuffling for this leap of faith? The Knight of Swords. Air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. This Knight is fast-moving energy. Okay, the obstacles in her way here, there are no obstacles. Little momentum, she jumps right the hell over it. So she doesn't necessarily think things through. She can be very reckless with her words, too. Knights are extremes, okay? So very much her thoughts or her words could also inhibit her, or her own blocks, is what I'm saying. But very fast movement and fast messages and Mercury direct, it feels, like out of shadow period and communication coming in. You have not been feeling worthy in a love situation. It's been hard work. Maybe jumped into something too fast, the Knight of Swords. Or now you don't feel your worth. 8, and it was hard work. 8 of Pentacles reversed. In the love connection. There it is. Soulmate connection. Home foundations at play here, too, with the 10 of Pentacles. Upright. I like seeing the 10 of Pentacles. Upright. Happy home, happy life, stability. Always having enough, more than enough, funds and everything. Okay, sovereignty. And then I got the King of Cups behind that. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. With the Devil right behind that. Woo! I ain't going any more into that. Okay, I've got some Oracle. You'll know if this is your reading. You'll have already heard some of the messages that you need to hear. Okay, I have a couple of more Oracle cards for you, and that's where we're going to end the reading. Remember, more than one of these fools may have called to you, or the crystal that was pictured. So, watch multiple messages if you need to. Too, you may measure you. What are you tongue-tied about? That's Knight of Swords. Okay, let's see. Lots of more. See, why can't you talk? What are you doing to me? Stop it. Like moon energy here too. You got to trust your intuition in a situation. Somebody's a fast talker, gets all tongue-tied and shit. What you are today was greatly influenced by your past thoughts and attitudes, and your present thoughts and attitudes are the building blocks of your tomorrow. Therefore, be mindful and aware of your thoughts. Positive thoughts now will help create a brighter future because every thought is a seed. If you plant weeds, you can't expect to harvest beautiful flowers. So, fill your fear with love. Okay, because there's some fear, there's some illusion here in this moon in the future. And what they're telling you is be aware of your thoughts. Positive thoughts will create a better future. Plant seeds of love. Sowing the seeds of love. See the love all around? And there's 3 trees depicted here. Very interesting. I hadn't picked up on that. Well, there were 3 cards that came out here. These 3 were very powerful. Boom. And the 18, 19, 20. And the 3 here. Power 3 up in this reading too. Very much. Full moon depicted. Could be a time frame of around the full moon coming up. Virgo also could be the season. Okay. If you pick this pile, I asked my mediumship deck, how can you connect more deeply with your divinity? And the card that flew out was Reaching Out to Spirit. And it's beautiful. It's depicting sky, again, the blue and the purple, the eyes closed. It literally looks like the man here. It's like the man's higher self being depicted here, like in the clouds, connected with the stars and the heavens and the divinity. The need for meditation, for quiet, for stillness, for creative thought form. The sowing the seeds of love, the creative daydreaming, okay? The positive outcomes that can come from the leap of faith. Not quit thinking about the insecurities that you may have. Okay? See if there's anything on the back of this. And communication is key in any relationship, right? And that includes the one with spirit. It's important for me, like in my practice, to thank Spirit multiple times a day, not just when I'm connecting like this, offering back my thanks and gratitude. It helps to center me as well, helps me to feel as though I'm not alone in this, and that's what a leap of faith is about. The divine sometimes is your wings. The divine is sometimes your safety net, is what I call it. Okay? I love you all. If you enjoyed this reading, claim it. Make a comment down below. That's a great way. Hit the thumbs up. Share the video if you enjoyed it. You could donate to the channel. I love you, love you, love you. Every little bit helps. I love you guys, and stay tuned for message pile number 2. Hi, darlings. If you selected pile 2, then these are your messages. This is the Fool. It's from the Revelations deck. We're going to go with the Fool upright. And it was the Amethyst Tower, the Crystal Point, which is actually used for healing. The point is you can pinpoint healing energy to a specific area of your body. Amethyst is so beautiful for the third eye, for the emotional body, to calm your nerves. I always tell empaths to have a amethyst close by. Okay, so it's a tower as well. So I don't see the tower out in your reading yet, but I do feel like I built a tower of cards. There is a lot happening here on the table, whereas pile 1 didn't have that many cards. Succinct, simplified message. Yours is, we will see what comes out. I think that, yeah, because there's a tower of cards here. There's a lot of players in the mix, and you sitting in your power. But as a student now, because I feel like at this Fool here, very much, see how the knapsack that he carries, he's carrying very light. He's chasing a butterfly. Butterfly signals transformation, but in this card, I feel like it's like he's chasing a dream, a childhood dream. See the child at the center there? In the center of a rose, which, is speaking to, like the beginning of a journey, the innocence at the beginning of a journey, and the mountain in the background's showing, like he's not on top of that mountain. There might be a mountain to climb that's going to require some strength. This is the beginning of the journey here. Okay, so yeah, childhood dreams, childhood innocence, very much coming out. Sun being depicted beautifully, a solar expansion, sun energy. Yeah. Wow, I love the artwork of this deck too. And then I want to read to you what it says here real quick. It's just a sentence or two about this Fool. He is a free spirit without worry and full of optimism while embarking on a new journey. He sees the world with fresh new eyes. His views are unconventional. Okay? He, she, it's not gender specific. Okay? Keep this book handy because those little blurbs at the beginning there could be very enlightening to your situation. Okay? Remember, this is general. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Right? And you might want to watch multiple messages if several of the Fools or the crystals were calling to you. Okay? How I drew your cards was interesting too. Oh, very interesting. So these 3 came out together. Coming out like that with this reading in threes, in groupings of 3s. So I've got the Queen of Wands here in the upright. Okay. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, possibly in your chart or dealing with somebody with this in their chart. This is that witch in my deck. Okay. This is the highly passionate individual, highly charismatic, driven, entrepreneurial skills, lifts the energy of a room just by walking in, highly attractive. Okay. That's the Queen of Wands. But there was some injustice, some lies. Either this Queen of Wands, it was done to this Queen of Wands, or this Queen of Wands what? I mean, she didn't come out in the reverse. If she came out in the reverse, I'd say she was the one telling lies. But there was some sort of injustice, some sort of imbalance with this Queen of Wands. I also have Libra energy coming into the reading now. Okay. So that's the Justice card reversed. Card 11. You got an 11-11 here, darlings? 11-11. But now, all of a sudden, you've got a fresh new perspective on this injustice, on this imbalance with the Ace of Swords coming in. That's the new perspective. That's the Sword of Power. That's mental clarity, darling. That's power. Okay? 11-11. Where things were unjust before, they're going to be set up. They're going to be. The truth shall prevail for this Queen of Wands. That's powerful shit right there. in your second row of your tower here. So maybe what I'm describing to you is the tower itself. I don't know. But the fresh perspective, the new perspective. See, like, also, I got to go back to this. It's very cartoon-like is the way I see this. Animated, I see this Fool. Childlike energy when watching cartoons, right? Even as adults, we watch cartoons. I feel like it's that mountain where you see, like, the rolling snowball avalanche falling like that. This rose in the center with the child. That is like a rolling ball coming down a hill of gaining speed and momentum is how I saw it to begin with. Maybe that'll make sense in your situation. All right, let's go to this last row down here that came out. So many. I was like, what is all this? There was a pause. Like, I got these cards, and then I had to pause and do some other things. And I said, I feel like there's more cards. It feels like there's a lot more energy, a lot more to say with this. And so I shuffled again, and then 5 more cards came out. So there was a lot more that needed to come out. Strength reverse. Somebody is not feeling strong. They feel lack, victim mindset even. Their pride has been hurt. Feeling defeated in a situation. Strength reverse. I've got an earth sign now coming into the reading. Queen of Pentacles reverse. Queen of Pentacles reverse is very greedy. We're going to read her. But yeah, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy there with the Queen of Pentacles reverse. First word that comes to mind is greed, but we'll see what else, okay? She is wild like the wind and cares for nothing but herself. Everything is about her, for her, and to be done by her, okay? This represents a person with a selfish attitude toward money, which may distract one from the goals of projects or agreements. This form of greed may manifest as a disproportionate sharing of wealth or unfair dealings of any profit returns. Okay. Here, the Queen of Pentacles enjoys the pleasures of the flesh purely for her own gain. She dances to seduce the wealth from others. She is consumed with the need for more and will stop at nothing to get what she wants. She can be overambitious and will only keep practical acquaintances and friends by her side for future use. Woo, darling. But now I got the High Priestess out here. The High Priestess is card number 2. We really haven't. Besides that 1111, which are both 2s, by the way. Now we've got 222 here. Okay. 222 is a dualistic number. It's about, seeing your shadow aspects too with it, and about in connections. In your connections, in your relationships. Yeah. And the High Priestess is here with 2. It's about there was some secrecy, there was some mystery, that was illusion, right? But she's the keeper of the knowledge, right? She trusts in divine timing, and she trusts in her intuition. High Priestess. And future advice here, there's another player in the mix. Like, there's so many people. Now we've got the King of Wands here, okay? Which I love to see, because the Queen of Wands came out right. And now we've got the King of Wands here. Okay, but he's sideways. He's sideways because right now he's trying to gain a fresh perspective, the King of Wands. There's a power couple at play. There's a power couple, a leap of faith, maybe into a love connection. I'm not sure. Or a partnership, because these are Queen and King of Wands, which speak to entrepreneurial, business-like adventures, which you're passionate about. Yeah, he's sideways, so I don't even know really how to read him. And maybe that's the thing here. Maybe I don't need to read him any further. But here he is in the upright. And here he is in the reverse. And very much in the reverse, he's a player. In the upright, he knows what he's passionate about. And he pours that passion He's got a dragon over him. He's mastered his wand. But like, I see like it with it being sideways that you're dealing with a snake in the grass. Something sort of like that. Snake in the grass. And the hangman's here. The hangman reversed though. So remember I told you there was a fresh perspective, a new perspective. The truth came out. The injustice, the lies, the truth was revealed after much sacrifice with the hangman. Now things are going to move forward. There was a pause. There was a delay in a situation. There was miscommunication. And now it's reversed. So movement forward. Especially, I mean, there's some hesitancy with him not being upright and sideways a bit. This King of Wands could also be crossing this perspective or like being a block of energy is what I'm saying to movement forward. What is the underlying energy? And that's all on the bottom row of this tower here. All 5 of these cards. The underlying energy is the 7 of Cups. Reversed. Whereas there was illusion before, there isn't anymore. So let's make sure with this. The little phrases that come with them are very important in this type of reading. Hold on. She takes hold of her dreams and breaks free to make more of it. Bam. And the Knight of Wands is underneath that. Reversed. The Knight of Wands. And then the Star. Healing. Okay. Okay. The Knight of Wands is like some highly passionate energy that's going to move forward and move forward quickly. All right. Now I want to give you some oracle cards that might help refocus you a bit because there was a lot of energy here. Claim only what was yours. You know what I'm saying? There was like a lot to talk about, and it wasn't like that in the first reading. And I could have very well bombed this reading, but that's okay. That's that insecurity I feel from somebody. Here is your, from the Heart and Soul Oracle, what your heart may need to hear today. Star speaks to healing, by the way. That gold star at the beginning. There's a lot of golden energy we saw here today, by the way. Yeah. Okay. Close your eyes and feel yourself embraced by angelic wings of light. Feel the light dissolve your fears, concerns, and doubts, and fill your heart with peace and joy. Everyone is safe, and all is well, and there is no need for concern. I even see this tower being built here to your healing. The star. I said, if you selected this reading, how can you connect with your power and your divinity with my mediumship deck? And you got one card, sitting in the power. I'm hearing a crow caw outside while I'm talking to you about this. Crow's a guardian messenger, right? So you can connect more deeply with your guides, with your angels, with your higher self. Sitting in your power, like calming your mind. There's this showing your thoughts being up in the sky, higher thought forms, right? Creative daydreaming, a solar expansion being depicted here at the heart center. See that? It's time for you to consciously focus on your own inner light and tap into the unlimited spiritual power within you. Take a moment to close your eyes and imagine slowly and gently breathing in light. Allow that light to fill your physical body, letting it expand your own energy and aura. Continue to breathe in this simple manner, allowing some time to sit and be in the expansion of your own loving light. Keep it simple in the beginning as you develop this technique, allowing time to get comfortable with this practice. Notice whether you feel energy in certain areas of your body or chakras. Do you see images in your mind? Do you hear sounds or music? Moments of profound silence are to be expected and are quite normal. By devoting time to this breathing meditation, it will help expand your awareness and allow your psychic and mediumistic abilities to grow and flourish. It will also help revitalize your body, mind, and soul, bringing you to a place of balance and harmony. Once you learn to tap into your own spirit and power, you can access it at any time that you wish. And it's like finding your own, a bubble is being depicted here. I've said this to many of my, I say it a lot to my sisters who are really feeling, either unworthy or down and out or whatever. And it's that whole, like fixing my sister's crown, when their head's down, and lifting them back up. By saying to them, you have a divine right to draw a sacred circle around you of protection. That you are delightful, divine, and deserving of love. Okay? To know your sovereignty. Feel that when I say that to you. The 3 Ds for this reading. All right? I love you guys. If you enjoyed this today, drop me some love down below, and you can continue on to pile 3 if you want to. There might be some beautiful messages there for you. I love y'all. I love those brave ones taking leaps of faith. I'm here for you with beautiful messages from your guides, and I hope you enjoyed it today. Much love. Hi, y'all. If you selected pile 3, that's this Fool right here. Very much mermaid-like energy, right? See a lot of fishes that are standing out to me too. A lot of fishes jumping out of the water. And she's looking at a facade of a castle. In the background, there's a lot of white birds in the sky speaking to peace. We'll also read from the book here what her meaning is as well, because it's significant in this reading. I also have this handmade little pedestal I made out of clay. Of blue energy, and blue and dark blue. I feel like she's sensing out, ready to take a leap of faith into the darker depths of possibly her shadow work, subconscious area. Maybe the unknown is the dark, right? And this fool's gold, the pyrite, the egg speaks to creation, by the way, the shape of it. Creation, yeah, fertility, new beginnings, the golden egg, right? And pyrite is to attract abundance, right? So, let's see what this Fool and being put on a pedestal resonates for this reading as well. Really, I feel like it feels like this nest egg. Like maybe you've been investing or saving up for this leap. Interesting. But also, I don't know why I want to say fool's gold, maybe because with the Fool and the gold here. So, you could be experiencing some warning signs. That's coming out too. Okay, so let's see what... This is the Tarot of the Divine. Okay. This book here, the deck that we've selected for this reading today. The Fool. Let's read that, and then I'll show you all the rest of the tarot messages and a few oracle cards for today as well. And remember, this is general, so take what resonates and leave the rest. And you may want to watch one of the other, pile 1 or pile 2 if this one didn't resonate for you. Or you may have multiple messages in each one, too, darlings, especially if you're getting ready to take a leap of faith. So. This is The Little Mermaid, a Denmark-Danish fairy tale. The Fool rests on the pinnacle of a decision. She is ready to dive out of her subconscious and into the physical world, to transform from an animal into a human. She is carefree and excited by a new life, regardless of warnings. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of commotion going on around her. That's the fishes jumping out of the water and much going on, and so maybe some warning signs. The upright meaning beginnings, possibilities, impulsiveness, innocence, and a free spirit. Okay. All right. And so now I've got the 3 of Wands and the King of Swords that came out. 3 of Wands reversed, by the way. Here is in the upright. Three of Wands. Three's our creation number again. I feel like you're stuck in a rut. A need to expand, but stuck in some sort of rut. Hold on one sec. Keywords are important in this reading for this pile number 3. Okay, that's what I hear. This is called the Enchanted Pig. The Three of Wands represents hard work and travel. The princess takes a long journey to rescue her prince, making sacrifices and surviving trials along the way. If she stays motivated, her efforts will be rewarded. But in the reverse, it's about returning home, wallowing, frustration, and delays. Needing to get out of a rut, wallowing around in stagnancy, a stagnant water. Making a lot of sacrifices for others. And there's an air sign here, King of Swords, that's in the power. King of Swords upright. Using their wisdom, using their logic, using diplomacy, right? This is a leader of the king. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. That's a griffin right there, I believe. I'll just make sure. Yeah, the griffin. The King of Swords represents wisdom, enhanced by power. The griffin is a noble, intelligent creature, soaring over land and sea, a symbol for patience, perseverance, and judgment. Authority, structure, logic, self-discipline, and loyalty. It's a time for you to be loyal to yourself and not others, is what I hear. See, she looks up to the sky, and the sky is the castle, I feel like she's even climbing up to a castle. But in the reverse, it's going down, right? Down into like the dungeon or down into the depths. I've got the Four of Cups reversed next. Tells me you've been going through your emotions, really feeling it. Depression even. Four of Cups. Let's see what it says for my keywords here. Where's my cups? Where's my love? Where's that? What does that mean? I don't usually say that. Where's my love? Where's the love? Where's my cup? This is the Nightingale. Very interesting. Danish folktale. The Four of Cups represents romanticizing bad choices while ignoring the good alternatives before you. It is coveting what is superficially better, neglecting a plain nightingale who can actually sing away death. In the reverse, it's motivation, opportunity, optimism, restlessness, and boredom. I said you need to get out of the rut. You need to get out of the office. You're super bored. There's some restlessness. I see that in the fish, even down here. Okay, a lot of pent up energy. I'm glad to see that Four of Cups is reversed because that means you've healed a lot of your emotions. You released them. And now the Eight of Wands is a fast-moving energy. There's a lot of bird reference here, by the way. There's a lot of animals depicted in your story. Nature is speaking to you. The animals are speaking to you. I don't know what the Eight of Wands is next, so that's a lot of fast-moving energy. That's things moving forward quickly. That's receiving a lot of messages, emails, texts. Okay? A lot coming at you. This is the rainbow crow. Oh, I love it. I was just taking a break outside and noticing again, the crows have been talking all day. So loud. The crows are the guardian. The crows are the messengers, right? The messenger birds. Say hi to Wyatt, my beautiful, beloved crow. He wants to say hi since we're talking about the crow. And the rainbow crow. Rainbow is a sign of hope and blessings and the divine, all right? The Eight of Wands represents quick Decisive actions. The rainbow crow flies quickly to deliver warmth to the cold earth below, singeing his wings in the process. His sacrifices and swift journey are fruitful. In the upright, it's speed, momentum, travel, excitement, and results. Yeah, it's depicting travel. Ooh, darlings. And what's the future advice? Is the King of Coins. The King of Pentacles. Home is where the heart is. Knowing your worth. Building your empire. King of Pentacles is the leader of the home. And it's a purification that's happening with this leap of faith. It doesn't matter what, it's not like, maybe in the past you had some, like, the next best place is my happiness, and you found your happiness within your temple. Home is where the heart is. Purification. King of Coins. Turtle energy. So, fish, turtle, griffin, nightingale, crow. Wow. I did not have animals like that come out in pile 1, 2. So, yeah, the animals are speaking to you. The divine. Through animal signs, symbols. Connect with nature. Connect with the animals in your life. Okay. King of Coins. Let's read him real quick, since we're just going to the book in this reading. It's a new kind of deck for me. The King of Coins, this is the world turtle. Oh, and it's depicting the world tree. It's like the world even being depicted behind the moon. Cycles of life ending, new ones beginning. Time of wealth and abundance. Ooh, I love it. The King of Coins represents stability and faithfulness. The world turtle is strong enough to support the weight of others' hopes and dreams. He may not be an active participant in their lives, but he is always dependable, slow, and steady. And it tells me that this is a person, or could be an earth sign in your life. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I have air sign and earth sign out here for this pile 3. That's somebody that holds space very well. Okay. In the upright, success, dependability, conservatism, strong will, and willing to work. Slow and steady wins the race with the total energy for your future advice. Instead of being super impulsive, pay attention to the warning signs. The animals are talking to you, giving you signs as well. Darlings. Okay. Now let's get some oracle cards. I've got from the Heart and Soul deck. This beautiful card about 2 trees. I feel like I'm talking about a relationship here, and it looks kind of dark and gloomy, doesn't it? But I feel like things are warming up. I see all this pink coming through, the pink and the purple. So let's see what the card has to say. Every relationship goes through changes, but this does not mean that the love is gone. Let this be a time of reflection. Some adjustments may be needed. Perhaps a new purpose needs to be discovered. It may feel cold and lonely, but beneath the surface, the earth is warming to the promise of spring. In the meanwhile, express how you feel, gently, lovingly, and honestly. Let yourselves be vulnerable and hold each other tight. This very well could be depicting a love, taking a leap into a love connection. I mean, I didn't strictly focus on that. But that's definitely what that oracle card is about, unless you're speaking, it's that self, your shadow self, because it's such a shadowy looking card, Finding the stillness is super important, and connecting with nature. This is my mediumship deck. And so I asked my guides, how can you, if you connected with this reading, how can you connect more with your own divinity, with your power? And it's depicting a man here with his eyes closed, connecting, at the beach with the ocean behind, but thoughts are in the sky. There's a lot of bird flight here, higher vision, okay? And a need for you to possibly meditate. There are many forms of meditation, and even connecting with nature is that form of meditation, right? Absolutely. Creativity is a form of meditation, right? It's not just necessarily sitting in some certain yoga pose, right? I like just listening to the sound of the ocean, okay? Finding your stillness in this chaotic world, your inner peace, your inner sanctuary is very important, okay, for you at this time to connect with your power. And then nature's healing power. The animals keep talking to you here, but let's see what else they have to say. Nature is not only something we see with our eyes, but also something we feel and experience in our body, mind, and spirit. It can be wonderfully restorative to our overall well-being. Now is the time to let your body absorb the healing power that nature has to offer. Okay? But they're talking about like connecting with the sun and the trees and the flowers and the land and the grass and the water and the mountains and the moon. All of it. You are a part of all of it, okay? Go into the forest. Go and talk to the meadows, the flowers, the mountains, the sky. Let them charge your spirit as they infuse and energize your aura. If you can, spend quiet time in a solace with your own company by the ocean or a river or a stream. Listen to the natural rhythmic music of the water as it soothes your soul. By doing all this, you'll not only feel stronger and healthier, but you'll become a more grounded medium as well for messages, for advice. Okay? I'm here for you too if you need more advice. All right? Especially if you're getting ready to take the leap of faith. I've done a lot of them. You know, when we say take a leap of faith, the faith part is in trusting in, you first, darling. And, you are always provided for. You are always taken care of. You are not alone. Okay? You, especially for pile 3, it's showing here that you've been receiving signs and even possibly warning signs in a particular situation. So things are going to start moving fast, darling, with that 8 of Wands and the crow there. That rainbow crow. It even feels like Thunderbird energy. It just feels very Native American, fiery energy here in this reading, okay? I love you guys. If it resonated with you, drop me a comment below. Claim the reading. That's how you add more energy to it, okay? And share it if you can. Donate to the channel. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful pickle pile. Mwah.